This happened when I went back to my grandma's home in Akita when I was a child. When I arrived at my grandmother's house, which I only visit once a year during Obon season, I was so excited. So I went out with my brother. Unlike in the city, the air is so fresh that I ran around the rice field with my brother taking a fresh breeze. And when the sun had risen and reached midday, I thought that the wind had stopped. But lukewarm wind began to blow. That was very discomfort. It's already hot, but why the warm wind started to blow? I was a little grumpy because I was deprived of the exhilaration. But my brother has been looking in the different direction. There is a scarecrow in the direction, wiggling. What's wrong with the scarecrow? No, it's beyond that. He was looking more and more intently. I was curious too, and glanced at the far end of the rice field. And I saw for sure that is a white object about the size of a person was wiggling. But I wasn't sure because it was far away. There were rice fields around, so there were no people nearby. I felt strange for a moment, but for now, I interrupted it like this. For sure, isn't that a latest scarecrow? There had never been a moving scarecrow before, so farmer or someone thought about it. It's probably moving with the wind that's been blowing. My brother looked satisfied with my precise interpretation, but his expression disappeared in a moment. The wind has died down, but the white object was still wiggling as usual. It's still wiggling? What the heck is that? He said in a startled tone. And then he returned home to get a pair of binoculars and returned to the scene. My brother seemed excited and looked into the binoculars. Suddenly, there was a change in my brother's face. And then he turned pale, was sweating. He finally dropped his binoculars. What was that? He answered me slowly. You do not need to know. Stay away. His voice wasn't his anymore and went straight back to house. I was going to see the white object right away. That made my brother pale. I tried to take binoculars was on the ground, but I didn't have the courage to see it, probably because I heard my brother's words. But it bothered me. I see the white object from far was just wiggling so weird. A bit strange, but no more fear. But my brother was. Alright, I have to see it with my own eyes. What has terrified my brother? I picked up the binoculars was on the ground and tried to look into them.
Hey, Hiroshi!
At that time, my grandpa came running this way in rush.
Don't look at the white thing. Have you seen it yet? Did you see it with binoculars?
Not yet.
Oh my goodness. I'm glad.
That he said and broke down in tears in relief. I returned home without knowing that reason. When I went home, everyone was crying. Was it about me? No, it's not. Only my brother insanely laughs and giggles and wiggles like that white object. I was much more afraid of the brother's figure than the white object. And on my way home, my grandma said, "It will be easier for brother to live here. That society where you live is small, so you all won't be live comfortably not even for a few days. It's best to leave him at my home in this town and release him in the rice field after a few years." I heard her words and I cried aloud. He's no longer there who used to play with me. If I meet him when I go to grandma's house next year, he's no longer my brother. Why did this happen? I was playing with him until a few days back. Why? I desperately wiped my tears, got in the car, and left grandma and grandpa's home. While my grandpa waved to me, my changed brother seemed to wave to me for a moment. I looked into the binoculars to see the expression of my brother while we were leaving. He was certainly crying. His face was smiling, but it was his first and last sad smile that he never showed before. And when I turned the corner, I could no longer see my brother. Someday, wishing that he would be back, I kept looking at my binoculars with tears in my eyes.